I recently gave 50 rides with Lyft's new upfront fare information for drivers, and I have to say it is superior to Uber's. Let's discuss. Really quickly, if you have yet to download the Upside app, our referral link will be in the description, and use promo code RIDE35 for extra gas savings. First of all, it's great to have upfront trip details on both Uber and Lyft now here in the Minneapolis and St. Paul market. I've been driving with the upfront details on Uber for over 6 months now. I've seen an evolution of the Uber upfront screen. I've seen thousands of these screens now. And after only seeing about 100 Lyft upfront screens, their upfront screen is much better in my opinion. And here's what it looks like. First, we'll talk about the map. You, the driver, are that purple arrow, that's where you're located. The purple outlined circle is the pickup location, and the pink outlined circle is the drop-off location. And my biggest thing to nitpick with this screen is the gradient that they use from purple to pink from the pickup to the drop-off location. That gradient at times can be confusing. All it should be is a purple line to the pickup location and a pink line to the drop-off location. Get rid of the gradient. All right, and now as far as the upfront details, you're given the upfront price. Also below that, if there is a bonus included in that upfront price, it will be listed there. You also see the passenger's profile picture and their rating, and you're given both the time and distance to the pickup location, as well as the time and distance to the drop-off location. No addresses. I like how clean this screen is. Those addresses are not needed, especially since you can see the pickup and drop-off locations on the map. Now let's compare the Lyft upfront screen to the Uber upfront screen. Uber's upfront screen, in my opinion, is very busy, and also there's no color. I like that there's color on the Lyft screen distinguishing the pickup and drop-off locations. With Uber on the map, the pickup location is a circle with an up arrow and the drop-off location is a circle with a down arrow. These should be colored just like Lyft's. The pickup location could be a green circle and the drop-off location could be a red circle. Again, I don't like that Lyft includes that gradient in the drop-off route. It should just be pink. It does not need to have a purple to pink gradient. When you only have a few seconds to analyze these screens, anything that can confuse the driver is an annoyance. And another main difference is Uber gives you cross streets in their details. Lyft does not do that. These cross street details are not necessary. It's more information to analyze. Since you see the pickup and drop-off location on the map, you don't need these details. Again, Lyft's screen is cleaner. It's also colorized. They give you just the information that you need. And when you have to analyze these screens in mere seconds, I definitely prefer Lyft's approach. Now, what sets Lyft's upfront details even further apart from Uber's is when you're en route to a passenger's pickup location, you can still see the drop-off location on the map. So you can see there's the purple line to the pickup location, and then there's the pink line to the drop-off location. So you still have an idea as to where the drop-off location is. Also, if you toggle up the bottom bar, you can still see what the upfront fare is as well. I love that Lyft makes this information always available once you accept the ride. With Uber, as soon as you accept the ride and you're en route to the passenger, that information disappears. You can't view that information when you're en route to the passenger. Now, in addition to these general upfront fare screens, there's also the information that you're given on back-to-back requests. With the Lyft back-to-back request screen, you're given minimal information. You're given the distance and time to the passenger's pickup location, and also the distance and time from the pickup location to the drop-off location, and also the upfront fare. And you're not able to see any of this pickup and drop-off location information on the map. Now, if we compare that to Uber's, with Uber you're given a lot more information. You're able to see the pickup location on the map, which is that circle with the up arrow, but you're not able to see the drop-off location on the map. They also give you the distance in time and mileage to the pickup location, as well as time and mileage to the drop-off location. The thing that's confusing about the Uber back-to-back screen is the distance to the pickup location of your next rider is from where you currently accept the ride, not from where your current passenger's drop-off location is. Lyft is able to calculate this on theirs. I have no idea why Uber doesn't do this on theirs as well. I'd still say that I prefer Uber's back-to-back request screen because you are given more information, but I really don't like either of these, to be honest. In general, under the upfront model, I have stopped accepting back-to-back requests altogether. As soon as I accept my current ride, I will turn off requests on both Uber and Lyft so I don't get these back-to-back requests. They don't give you the full amount of information that you're given on a normal upfront screen. And also when you're driving, you don't want to have to analyze this information. It's a lot of information to analyze and you want to focus on driving. These back-to-back requests are an issue under the upfront model in my opinion. And both Lyft and Uber should provide a way for you to just turn these off altogether. Not to have to toggle after accepting every single ride to turn these off. Now again, overall, I prefer Lyft's upfront details to Uber's. Their upfront screen is cleaner, it's colorized. You're also able to see the drop-off location and the upfront fare amount for the entirety of the ride from the moment that you accept the ride. But I have a major bone to pick with Lyft, and this needs to go away ASAP. When you accept the ride, you have all that information up front. So you're accepting a ride based on those upfront details, but they are still rerouting drivers to requests that are nearby. So you accept the ride based on the upfront details, you're en route to that passenger, and then all of a sudden you get auto switched to another ride which you have not looked at the upfront details to. I can't believe this still happens under the upfront model. The reason for upfront details are so that you can look at those details and accept the rides based on those. You shouldn't just be auto switched to a ride that you're not allowed to look at those details to. Plus, this is annoying. You have a ride in mind, you have those details in mind, all of a sudden that can get totally switched. So there was one time where I accepted a shorter ride. I wanted shorter rides at this time during the day, and all of a sudden I was auto switched to a ride that was really long. It was like, went from a 2-mile ride to a 20-mile ride. As soon as I was auto switched, I was pissed. I stopped my car. I canceled that ride. Luckily, out of about 100 requests, this only happened to me like 3 times. One time I did actually go ahead with that auto switched ride because it was similar to the current ride that I had just accepted. But on the other 2 times, those rides that I was auto switched to were totally different than the rides that I had just accepted. Lyft, get rid of this auto switching now. It is a terrible experience for drivers. So overall, great to have all these upfront details on both platforms now. I gave 54 rides under the Lyft Upfront model. I'm actually going to do an analysis of my earnings and compare that to Uber, and I'm going to make a video about that, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss that. But overall, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Do you think that Lyft's upfront details are better than Uber's? What do you think of back-to-back requests? What do you think about Lyft still auto-switching drivers to new rides? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thanks again for watching, and drive safe. Thanks.